What's up guys, C2113 here, and today we're going to be unboxing the Active Urban Case for the CAT S61. Alright guys, so here it is, here's the box that it came to me in, and this was actually something that I brought up with the communications director of Bullitt, which is that there is no lanyard attachment for the S61. Now, her response was actually that they had done some testing and that they had found actually that it was more difficult and more inconvenient to work that into the actual design of the phone, but that they did have a lanyard case that enabled lanyard support for the phone. So I'm really interested to see what this is. I've actually never seen this before, so you and I are going to be discovering this together. Before I had bought my S61, I had done some research to see if there were any cases available, and the only thing that I could see at the time when I had first gotten my S61 was that they had some sort of combo leather pouch that worked for a couple of their different phones, but there was nothing specifically made for the S61. So this is something that either isn't released yet or is something that was only recently released. But if it is available, I'll definitely leave a link in the description. Let's go ahead and open this. Now obviously, Bullitt being based out of the UK, this was shipped from the UK. And I actually had to go to the FedEx place and pick it up. This is not a package that they were going to leave at my door. I think that's true of any international package, but I'm not sure. Very well packaged though, you can see here. If I'm able to find this product online, I'll leave the price and all the information on screen right now. A lot of tape, guys. Just trying to get through all of it. Alright, there we go. Well, that is quite a lot of packaging here. Probably should have done that. It's covered in adhesive. And there it is. Let's take a look. So this does look like finished marketing material, so this does actually look like this is something you could probably buy. You can see it's CAT branded. It is the CAT Urban Active Case. It looks like it has belt clip support here, and see what's on the back here. So obviously this is a official CAT product with the branding right here with the genuine CAT sticker. Let's go ahead and open it up. This looks pretty cool. And there it is. So you've got the clip right here, which is all plastic, but to me right now feels pretty good, but obviously longevity is something that's gonna have to be determined at a later date. So you can see here, let's see, make sure I know what I'm doing here. Yep, this slides up, clips in, locks in place, and then to release you pull that tab and then back it back out. It's nice. It's got a little pad in there to prevent rattles as well, which is surprisingly nice. Now the case itself is made from a combination of a stiff polycarbonate on the back, which has some flex to it, but is definitely much more stiff. And then what seems like a molded butylene combo type material on the side here. So of course you've got nice cutouts for the air sensor, and you've got very clear buttons for your volume, your lock, as well as your multifunction button over here. And you've got plenty of room for your camera cutout. And also you've got a cutout for your distance measurement laser. Now what is disappointing, and frankly seems like a huge oversight coming from a first party case, is that despite having all port support and speaker support and headphone jack support, they completely overlooked the rear microphones. Now if you've guys seen any of my other videos on the S61, you'll know that there are dual microphones right here, right next to the FLIR branding. And in fact, it's right in the midst of the FLIR branding, so it can sometimes be hard to see. But considering they have cutouts for everything else, it pretty much seems like an oversight on their part. Kind of like somebody on the design team forgot what their phone actually had. And that's a little disappointing because that's definitely going to affect your audio recording quality, especially when you're shooting videos. And it's a little hard to believe, honestly, that they would forget that, especially since the aftermarket cases all include that cutout, as you can see right there. But let's see how it fits. There we go. Definitely fits tight. Okay, well here it is. It's in the case. And I have to say, I do like the feel. It's a very bulky case. Certainly isn't as low profile as this TPU one right here. But, of course, it obviously offers way more protection. You can see there's a huge amount of extra butylene material over your FLIR bump and at every other corner as well. That also aids in grip because you've got something to stop the phone from slipping all the way out of your hand, as you can see here. You have great access on the bottom here to your USB-C port on the bottom, so it's plenty wide and you shouldn't have any problem getting chargers in there. There doesn't appear to be any obstruction of the camera or the flash or your laser sensor. And as you can see, your air sensor on the side as well has full clearance. So let's check out the buttons. See the lock button here. It doesn't feel half bad, you know, considering how thick it is. My multifunction programmable button here is programmed to actually be a flashlight button, so press and hold that. Yeah, feels just fine. And we'll check the volume buttons up and down, works solid. And this definitely, again, also adds a lot of lip, which is, again, something that I thought was a bit of an oversight on the phone itself. But, you know, if they're going to offer this as a case, that actually might be a little bit of a better solution to begin with because, you know, if you build that sort of rubber material into the phone, that can wear out and then that could potentially be difficult to replace, especially if that's something that's made from a cast polymer or rubber material. But this case is pretty nice. All right, now let's go on to the biggest feature. The one thing that I was told that is a key selling point, which is the ability to connect this to a lanyard from what I understand. Now, this isn't exactly a lanyard, but obviously you could still use this like a lanyard. But more so, this is probably even more effective than a lanyard, which is probably only useful for a hand strap. And this is that this could attach directly to a work belt. It's carabiner right here. And of course, because you've got a loop there, you can attach any carabiner that you want. So let's see how this connects. Same place that the clip connects. Slides in, got positive engagement, and then your phone isn't going anywhere. So, you know, I really do like this as well. And honestly, for as much bulk as this case adds, I do think you're getting a lot of very, very good protection. I mean, this is something that if I wasn't already unafraid of dropping my phone, now I don't think I would care at all, you know, because again, I don't think I would be worried at all because my biggest concern with the phone isn't even that it won't survive a drop or anything like that. It's that the screen won't survive the drop. Because if my phone falls like this, like this, like this, it's going to be just fine. But if my phone were to land like this, depending on what surface it falls on, could be bad news for the screen. And while obviously if you drop it on a jagged rock, it's still not going to help at all because the screen is still exposed. Even for rough cement or sidewalk or concrete or pavement, this size of a lip, I don't know if you guys can see that, is definitely enough to give you a lay on the table design and really give you that face down drop protection. Again, I just can't get over though the fact that they didn't leave a cutout for the microphone on their own device. I mean, this is a first party case. So overall, I really do like this product. And of course, you can check it out in the link below. And while this was sent to me with no cost to me, I was not paid for this. I am not being paid to review this. And I certainly don't have any incentive to give a positive review. I really do like this case, but I do think that the lack of a cutout there is a bit of an oversight. I might understand the reasoning that maybe this is just for work and then you can take your phone out, but realistically, people don't want to be taking their phone in and out of a case every day after work. And the blockage of that microphone is a pretty big issue for recording audio. So, that's the one improvement I would like to see in this case. But everything else seems to work, especially as long as these things are available for purchase after the fact on their own. So like these little, that's pretty stiff. These little clips, because I can see these being a wear item if you're constantly changing this out. And this is one thing you definitely don't want to break. So this clip, this adapter for the carabiner. I really do like this though. I mean, this is a very secure feeling. I mean, I can see you just clip this to your work belt, you go wherever you need to. This could be useful for people that are going to work in a marine or water environment. This is definitely useful for anyone working in an elevated environment. So, if you're a lineman or if you're a home inspector, you got to get on a roof, whatever, this is going to save your bacon every time, you know, because no matter how good your holster is for your phone, it can always miss the holster, it can always fall out of the holster. This is something where, you know, as long as you got this locked in on the back of your phone right here, the only thing you got to worry about is making sure that this gets clipped on. Now, I will say that it would be nice if this would extend to the end of the phone so that it's not as awkward as this sort of hanging from the center of the phone. But, you know, we're kind of nitpicking at this point. This is definitely a nice solution. So I'm pretty happy with this. So this is the Active Urban Case for the S61 made by CAT phones. That's what comes in the box, and that's what it looks like. Overall, I can't complain. I mean, it's a very nice case. It's very thick, but that seems to be a nature of the design, and I don't see too much issue with that. You know, I'll let you know what I think of it. I'll carry this for about a week, and we'll see how she does. But anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to give me a like. If you have any questions, comments, or if you have this case, if you've had any experiences and you'd like to leave that below, definitely let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more, get subscribed.